G versus VLT. Thanks to Anna for Yocam. A buyout amount.
Lost Plat chat, we're on a roast. Any thoughts on being ranked 10th, 9th? You're worried about Crystal not calling or calling. Can you tell me the role of all the players? Aspas is like, secrets. He told my players, an Indian player, to if there's an academy team. Sultan was not import, who would he replace? Bleed Scary, I was interested in Scary, but Champs is my 100% expectation. SkRossi I thought was decent. Juv3nile and Sultan I thought were both very
Days of G versus VLT. I know. मिस तो करते क्या पता शायद वो दिन वापस आ जाए क्या पता बाय द वे स्पेशल शाउट आउट एंड थैंक्स टू अन्ना फॉर योकैम क्या हीरा ढूंढा है VLT टीम ने he was playing for those that don't know Yocam was VLT Yocam before this he was playing in the Philippine scene with the VLT roster who is now PatrickWHO उसका नाम बदला है
Anna party pending.
So Anna, I owe you. We have already discussed हमारा buyout amount. I owe you. So वो मैं कर रहा हूँ.
Anna drive also pending in new car.
हाँ.
Been waiting for that.
वो हम लोग न्यूयॉर्क में जाके I will take you to my favorite place and then give you your buyout. ठीक है?
Yeah, he was there and he played okay. Not great, obviously. I would say he wasn't even the top 3 Indian players as far as performance goes. Boss Plat chat, we're on a roast. Yeah, they didn't actually do too bad. Plat chat didn't actually flame us that bad. Like it seemed like they just okay. So sort of what I said yesterday, and some of these people I understand why you guys are hesitant to believe because you've been led to believe off previous seasons. Like this is the new GE, this is the new roster. The scrims are going insane. And then they go and suck in matches, right? It's like I understand you guys and Plat chat and everyone in general being a little bit hesitant when someone comes in and be like, "Yo, we're doing great, we're fucking insane," because you've heard this story 4 times already or 2 times already, and you guys are like, "Hey, slow down there, but slow down." Any thoughts on being ranked 10th, 9th? Like I said, Paradox. That's what I was saying earlier. Is that I don't blame them for having that feeling, but I think them and many others will be very surprised. Okay. SkRossi I thought was decent, not great. Juv3nile and Sultan I thought were both very good, especially considering they had to play on high ping. The problem was that they both would count as imports. Neither one of them were a real option. Juv3nile is doing amazing. I actually love Juv3nile so much. Bleed Scary had some stuff going on. I don't know, he's got his own stuff going on. He's definitely someone I was interested in, though. I was interested in Scary, but it didn't work out for whatever reason. If Sultan was not import, who would he replace? Sultan was playing Smokes, right? I think. So he probably would have placed where PatrickWHO was. Also, partially because we had to drop a bag on PatrickWHO. I don't know what Aspas' aim routine is. He definitely does aim labs, and he's got really high scores. That's all I know.
I mean, how do we think they're gonna go? Clearly, they.
And I don't want to leak Aspas' secrets. He definitely has some secrets to his consistency. There's stuff that he does that I would suggest most players do. I've told my players, how I think they should warm up, how I think they should be doing this. Can you tell me the role of all the players? Duelist Patrick Watson, Initiator Kelly Crystal, Flex Kelly S, Smokes PatrickWHO, Sentinel Udadan. Okay, first question is they're worried about Crystal not calling or calling. You guys had the same thing. Crystal still has a voice in this team. He's still helping with the mid rounding. He's still helping with decisions, but Kelly is a very good IGL. Kelly is the type of IGL that I think is most successful in this game, which is someone who could micromanage. If you guys go watch Heretics play, so this is the reason why I think micromanaging IGL is the best. Boaster, FNS. Listen to Psalm even. When Psalm was IGLing and mid-rounding and everyone's like, oh my god, he does so good. That's called micromanaging. The way he calls is like telling people do this, because he can see the whole map when he's spectating, right? Or doing this, or you know what I mean? Stuff like that. And so someone who micromanages is someone that has, when the stakes are very high, people get nervous. Sometimes their brains shut off. Versus a micromanaging IGL in those situations, in those 2v2s, those 3v3s, he's sitting there calling out util because there's so many different things going on in this game that it's very hard for everyone to be on the same page. And a micromanager basically makes that process a little bit easier. Everyone's on the same page a little bit better. It's like the EDG success was huge for China and the China player base. I feel like GE success, regardless of who's on the team, will be huge for India and the Indian fan base and the Indian player base. And I think it's very important for representation. All of these things matter. I would have loved an Indian player to have made the roster. I would have loved it. But I'm not going to sacrifice my ability to win just to do that. And so the fact that there's an academy team where we can build up some of these players, that I can even have a hand in building up some of these players, like I love that idea in general, and I think I'm very excited about that. What do I expect from the team at kickoff? I expect you didn't talk about GE and pressure created Lev though. Yeah, I mean I'm really excited about GE. I think that we have a really good chance to make multiple internationals this year. I don't. Masters is not something that I expect, but I would not be surprised if we make Masters. I don't think we're going to go undefeated or anything like that. I think we do have too much inexperience. I do think there are some very other talented teams, and this team is not as talented currently. No, let me not say talented. This team is not as good as Lev was last year. But Lev plays top 3 champs, bro. Like, you know, like if I'm top 3 champs, like we can talk again next year. Like, I am having to teach decision making. I'm having to teach util usage, some smaller things that Lev didn't necessarily need to be taught, and that's a learning curve that we're gonna have to come up with. These guys have never played on the stage before. That's a learning curve we're gonna have to come over. But I think that making masters is a realistic chance, and I think making champs is my 100% expectation. Juv3nile stays at the boot camp. We have an apartment, so about 10-minute walk, maybe 15-minute walk from our offices. That's where our apartment's at. Juv3nile is staying there. I think he goes home maybe on Sunday. He goes home with his family on Sunday, but the rest of the time he's here at the boot camp. Crystal is here 24/7. I am here 24/7. The 3 PH boys will be here 24/7 in a couple days. About a week. Just give everyone the ASAP. I know. I want all the vibes too, man. I'm excited for everyone to get here. I really enjoy this team. Everyone's really funny. Everyone gets along really well. We have no toxic teammates, no toxic players. And so it's been a lot of fun coaching these guys already, and I'm excited for the season. I'm excited for everyone to get here. So, like, I plan on doing fun stuff with these guys too, by the way. I haven't really talked too much about what we plan on doing outside of the game. But on match days, when we win, we're going out together as a team. We'll probably get some dinner as a team, but it's not going to be, nice-ass Korean barbecue. But when we win as a team, it's going to some nice-ass restaurant or nice-ass Korean barbecue when we win. We're going to be working out together 3 days a week. There's also like a mile and a half like walk right outside of our apartments. If you walk down this trail, at the end of this trail, there's this really pretty waterfall. So we might do that some mornings and have like a team meeting at that little waterfall place. So stuff like that is an idea. In general, there's like cool little arcades or like last year they took them to like a batting cage and stuff like that. So like I plan on doing a lot of fun stuff with the guys here. And just making it fun, you know what I mean? Like as much as this is serious, as much as this is a thing, they need somewhere to relax and release energy and get stuff outside of practice and outside of Valorant.
Time slows down when it can get no worse. I can feel it running out on me. I don't want these to be my last words. All forgotten, 'cause that's all that